Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today we are going to be making a baked tortellini mac and cheese, which is absolutely delicious, totally not healthy for you, but yum. So if this sounds like something that would interest you, let's get started. All right, so we have our water boiling. I'm going to add a good amount of salt. And then once that comes back up to a good boil, we probably need a little bit more salt. Okay. So once that comes back up, we are going to add in 8 ounces of shell pasta. We're going to boil that for 9 minutes till it's just al dente. And then we're going to add in 20 ounces of cheese tortellini and boil that for about another 3 minutes until the tortellini is tender. So let me get this started, and then we will be back to start making our cheese sauce for our baked tortellini mac and cheese. Alright, so I switched places. So in this Dutch oven, I am going to melt 4 ounces of butter. And once that is melted, I'm going to stir in some flour. I'm going to stir in the same amount of flour as butter. So 4 ounces of flour. And then we will stir that and cook it to get the flour taste out. You can hear my bread machine. I have it on the dough cycle. I'm making a loaf of bread for my niece as well to go with her dinner. Alright, so while that's melting, let me get my other ingredients together. Alright, so I'm going to let my butter go. It's melted now. I'm going to cook it until it starts to kind of brown up. So it's going to smell nutty. It's going to get some brown on it. This is also, you want to do this in a light colored pan so that you can tell when your butter is browning. It's still yellow. It may take about 2 minutes for it to start browning up. Alright, so you can see along the edge, it's kind of starting to brown up a little bit. So now I'm going to add my flour in. And I'm going to stir that up. And we're going to cook this for about 2 minutes until this also starts to kind of smell a little nutty. We want all that raw flour taste cooked out of it. And then we are going to slowly start whisking in our milk. I'm going to turn this down just a little bit. Okay, I'm going to turn this down and let this cook. I'm going to stir it occasionally, and we're going to get the rest of our ingredients together. Okay, so our sauce has thickened a little bit. Now we're going to add in 2 teaspoons of Dijon mustard and 4 ounces of cream cheese. It's just going to make it even more yummy. And my light died. Oh well. I have added the tortellini into our pot. We want our cream cheese to get all melty in here. I'm going to try and break this up a little bit. We're going to add half a teaspoon of salt and 1.5 teaspoons of salt and half a teaspoon of black pepper. Okay. Oh, I'm multitasking here. Multitasking. Alright, I'm going to let that go for a minute. Let me get some pepper in there. Okay. Alright. Let me just stir that in. So our cream cheese is going to melt down. While that is working, I am going to... First, I'm going to scrape this off. Get all that goodness in there. Alright. I'm going to drain our pasta and get that ready. And get our cheese ready. Okay. So we have all our cheese in there, and it is nice, and we're getting it nice and smooth. All right, so the next thing we're going to do is we are going to combine this into our pasta. All right, so it says to pour the pasta into this one, but I'm actually going to pour this into the drained pasta. All right, so let me get that done here. Let me turn that off. Whoa. Get all of our cheese sauce in here. All right. Put that aside. Ooh, I'm making a mess here. Okay. Now we're going to just coat all of our pasta with this delicious cheese sauce. All right. let me get cleaned up a minute and we're going to put this in the pan. I have a aluminum pan that I'm going to take to her. Alright guys, so we are going to now pour our, maybe, pasta into our serving dish. Okay. All right. Looks like I'm going to have a little bit extra. So let me get a smaller serving dish here. All right. I'll use this one. That looks delicious. All right, now we're going to put some breadcrumbs on there, some panko breadcrumbs, and some extra cheese because I'm extra. So let me get those ready. Okay guys, my battery is about to die, but I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to put these breadcrumbs on top. They're going to give it a nice crispy top when this is cooked. I decided not to put extra cheese because there is cheese in the tortellini. I used three different cheeses making the sauce. So I decided maybe putting extra cheese on top would be too much. All right, so our baked tortellini mac and cheese is just about ready to go in the oven. I'm not going to put it in the oven until later though, because it is still early. So I'm just going to cover it up with some foil and then I will bake it later. It's pretty much everything's cooked already. We just have to kind of melt everything together and crisp up that top. Okay guys, my battery died. So let me cover this up with foil. And we're going to bake it at 350. We're going to bake it at 350 and then for about 20 minutes until it's cooked all the way through. And then we will stick it under the broiler for a few minutes to get that top nice and crispy. Okay, so I'm going to put this in the refrigerator because I'm going to bake it later. Let me get this one covered up. This would make a really good freezer meal too. If you made like an extra one. Alright guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please consider subscribing to my channel. Go ahead and give me a thumbs up in YouTube, which is a like, and please share this video with your friends. Thanks for watching guys, and I will talk to you next time. Bye!